Good morning, Woodrow Wilson. I'm Charisma, your weekly host for this week. Today is Friday, March 26th, and it's a B-Day. Just a reminder, spring break starts tomorrow, so make sure to enjoy the beautiful weather outside. Now, in honor of Women's History Month, today we'll be talking about Malala Yousafzai. She is an activist for female education and is the youngest to have won a Nobel Peace Prize. She was born on July 12, 1997, and is currently 23 years old. Now, moving on to the next segment.
What's up, Woodrow? It's Dalashri back with your special segments with the results from last week's riddles. So last week's first riddle was, what can't you burn in fire and cannot drown in water? So basically the answer to this riddle was ice, because when you put ice in fire, it melts, and then it vaporizes if you keep it in long enough. And ice can't drown in water because it'll just float, right? And last week's second riddle was, why can't a man in California marry his widow's sister? And basically the information about him being from California was just to throw you off. Like, it clearly says his widow's sister. So if it's his widow, he's dead. So yeah, that's how that riddle worked. So congratulations to Shreyas, Nandini, Tanish, Faiza, Dylan, and Vibeth for answering both riddles correctly. The grand prize, however, goes to Shreyas, who answered both riddles correctly and was the first one to do so. That's all for today, Woodrow. Bye!
This week's simple recipe is a sugar-free microwave banana cake. So for this, you'll need a banana, just a pinch of salt, some peanut butter, vanilla essence, maple syrup, which is optional, chocolate chips, which is also optional but recommended, and flour. So these are the measurements. First, I'll start off by mashing this banana. So the banana is almost mashed, but to make it more incorporated and easier, I'm going to add in the maple syrup now. Once again, the maple syrup is optional, but since there's no sugar, this is like a sweet. So now the banana is mashed, and I'm going to add the vanilla essence and the peanut butter. And now I put the flour in. Now I'm just gonna bake it in this bowl, so make sure you scrape the edges and make sure everything's incorporated. Once you're done with that, you can add in the pinch of salt from the top, which is optional, but recommended, and also the chocolate chips. And now I'm putting in the salt. So now it's in the microwave, and I'm going to microwave it for 2 minutes. So I checked it and it doesn't seem like it's done yet, so I'm gonna put it for 30 seconds more. But I mean, it depends on the strength of your microwave, so yeah. So this is the final product, and this is the texture, and I hope you enjoy it.
Happy Friday, Woodrow. This is Sports with John. March Madness is now fully underway with underdog Rutgers defeated by Houston. The Scarlet Knights finished the tournament with their first NCAA tournament win in 38 years. The Sweet 16 team slate is set with standout number 15 in the South, Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, advancing to the third round, stunning number 7 seeded Florida Gators in the 81-78 nail-biter to capture national attention. Oral Roberts is the long shot in the Elite 8 matchup against Arkansas, which is number 3. Lakers small forward LeBron James is out indefinitely after suffering an ankle injury in Saturday's game with the Hawks. This brings several names into the MVP conversation, and it lessens the Lakers' repeat championship hopes. This has been Sports with John.
Hey Woodrow, I'm Ashika, your other weekly host for this week. Remember that today is the last day of school before spring break starts. Woohoo! I'm sure a lot of you definitely must be looking forward to that. Spring break starts on Monday. Well, technically it starts tomorrow since it's the weekend. And school starts again on Monday, April 5th. Anyways, since we are recognizing Malala Yousafzai for Women's History Month, a quote said by her is, "We realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced." I think this quote implies that we should always speak when we have the chance to, because if we don't, we're going to regret that we didn't use the opportunity that we got. Anyways, that concludes Challenger Channel for this month. Enjoy your break, and if you're bored, maybe you can learn a new skill, or do something fun with your family, or simply just use the time to rest. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email us. Until next month, go Challengers!
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Mandirata, proud assistant principal of Woodrow Wilson Middle School. On your popular demand, and after the success of our first virtual talent show, we're back with the second virtual talent show. Please check your email for Monday Minders to get more information regarding the due dates. Our acts are due on April 7th. Good luck. Can't wait to see your talents.
By submitting an entry, you're agreeing to have your performance shown to the Woodrow community.
Please check that that's okay with your parents before submitting an entry. We are looking for all types of talent. You must be in your video performing your own talent.
Watch your video before submitting to make sure that your audio and video are clear to the viewers.
Submissions are due by April 7th, so you'll have the week of spring break to work on them and submit using the Google form.
Here is a reminder of our awesome talents from last year.
All the flames we feel, good things we've been through, that I've been standing right here talking to you. No fair. Better than I do that I know, 'cause you remind me of
Not only that, but they have to shoulder the burden of knowing that each patient's life, children, and wife, a first responder who is risking a life. Where the some
ice on my wrist, so I